Well, good morning, afternoon, or evening, YouTube. This is your Daily Stoic with your host, Jeffrey. Every Child Matters, McCabe. Little history of this shirt. I bought this shirt to be a delegate May 1st at Hamilton City Hall to speak about our issues surrounding homelessness and mental health and addiction issues. My hair's a little messy. Maybe I should brush it. Maybe I'll just put a hat on. Look at me. Now I have a hat. The hair is a thing. I'm trying to grow it out. We're getting there, but it's still a bit messy. So yeah, every child matters. I mean, there's a lot of issues in the world, and sometimes you got to choose one to speak on it. And I thought I would wear this shirt there to kind of prove a point. And my mission, I was super inspired and super motivated all of last year to help. That's sort of taken, I don't want to say a backseat, but it's been difficult. I had to go back to work. Spend time with my kids and try to find time to be an advocate, to be a delegate, to help out, to speak my voice. It's not over yet. I haven't given up. It's just readjusting my lifestyle to the new situation. So it's a subject that seems to tear apart people. A lot of people don't like. Listen, a lot of people don't like that there's people doing drugs in the park. I don't like it either. My kids like to play at the park. I'm not a huge fan of open air drug use, but at the same time, it's a symptom of what's going on in our major cities, especially. We've seen a huge influx, especially since COVID, of homeless encampments, drug addiction, and mental health issues. The drugs are nasty. I'm going to be 42 this year. Like, I don't remember ever seeing drugs have this type of effect on our community when I was younger. The drugs are toxic. They're really doing a lot of harm to people. And I'm just one guy with a voice and trying to make a difference. So this is what I know for sure. I started a little thing on Facebook called All Hands on Deck. I haven't really paid it much attention for some time. I would like to get back to it, but within my journey of this year, I met a lot of amazing people. Shout out to Angela Voss. Shout out to all my Love on Hamilton people. So right now, the things that I'm actively a part of would be Love on Hamilton every Tuesday. They meet John and Wilson, 7:30 p.m. They go out and hand out supplies, food, prayer, and they make a huge difference in our community. I've just recently got news that they are also doing something where they're it's on Wednesdays. I don't have all the information. I'll get back to you when I have proper information, but I know there's an opportunity on Wednesdays to help out and give back. But I believe that's not an outreach where they walk around. I think this is more of a localized thing. People come and they're feeding people, as far as I know. I will get back to you when I have the details of that. So Tuesdays, Wednesdays. I would like to set it up where I'm going out every other Sunday with All Hands on Deck. And I've had a few people, shout out to my friend Amanda, shout out to Jen Bulbrook. Jen Bulbrook runs a page called I Am Somebody. She is a health life coach. She works for the Positive Health Network. She's had pieces printed in the Spec and in the Sun, I believe. An amazing ally in this world. She's a great person. So I would like to, and the reason I bring that up, so when I did start All Hands on Deck, our first outreaches were the three of us, me, Amanda, and Jennifer, and I would like to get back to it and see what I can do in the interim. If you're ever looking to help out and you want the details of where to meet and how to do it, get a hold of me. If you ever want to donate clothes, blankets, gloves, anything like that, get a hold of me. I'll come pick them up and I'll bring them to the outreach program myself if that's something that I can do to help. With that being said, this is your Daily Stoic. As always, reading the Daily Stoic, 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hasselman. Today is January 25th. And if you don't know what Stoicism is, as I say every time, get out of here, go Google it, do some research, find out for yourself, see if it speaks to you, and come back and join the journey. Ancient philosophy about being in control of your emotions, often mislabeled as being emotionless, but I think it's more of a control of your emotions. What can you control? Being in control at all times and not letting outside things disrupt your life and your peace. And at the very core of its belief or its ideology, if you want to call it that, is that we're all meant to be good. We are all meant to be good as one, as part of nature intended. I love that. So we'll get right into it. January 25th, the only prize. What's left to be prized? This, I think, to limit our actions or inactions to only what's keeping with the needs of our own preparation. It's what the exertion of education and teaching are all about. Here is the thing to be prized. If you hold this firmly, you'll stop trying to get yourself all the other things. If you don't, you won't be free, self-sufficient, or liberated from passion. But necessarily full of envy, jealousy, and suspicion for any who have the power to take them. And you'll plot against those who do have what you prize. But by having some self-respect for your own mind and prizing it, you will please yourself and be in better harmony with your fellow human beings, and more in tune with the gods, praising everything they have set in order and allotted you. Marcus Aurelius, Meditation 6.16.2b-4a. Let's see what the modern day Stoics have to say about it. Warren Buffett, whose net worth is approximately $65 billion, lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,000. John Urschel, a lineman for the Baltimore Ravens, makes millions but manages to live on $25,000 a year. San Antonio Spurs star Kawhi Leonard gets around in a 1997 Chevy Tahoe he's had since he was a teenager, even with a contract worth over $94 million. Why? It's not because these men are cheap, it's because things that matter to them are cheap. Neither Buffett nor Urschel nor Leonard ended up this way by accident. Their lifestyle is a result of prioritizing. They cultivate interests that are decidedly below their financial means, and as a result, any income would allow them freedom to pursue things they most care about. It just happens that they became wealthy beyond expectations. This kind of clarity about what they love most in the world means they can enjoy their lives. It means they're still happy even if the markets were to turn or their careers were cut short by injury. We know Kawhi Leonard's had some injuries. The more things we desire, the more things we have to do to earn or attain those achievements, the less we actually enjoy our lives and the less free we are. To me, this speaks of living in the moment and not always wanting more. Greed is a sin, and greed is evil by nature. Greed will leave you always wanting more, and it's a hard thing to attain. But living in the moment, being happy here in the moment, is super, super important to your mental health, your mental well-being, and letting go of all your anxiety, your worry, and your doubt, and your depression, and being, you're depressed about what happened before and you can't get over it, or you're anxious about what's coming or the unknown. So today's Stoic to me just speaks of live in the moment, be happy with what you've got. And I think if we can all aim for that, we would be a little bit better off. I'd like to remind you to be kind to everyone you come in contact with. You don't know what somebody's going through. Kindness, love, forgiveness is huge in my world. So I hope you do something kind for somebody today. Love, hope, and faith. I'll catch you later. Peace.